Now we'll discuss what is called as money market instruments. See, normally we say we talk about financial market. We talk about financial market. It's very simple. Okay. Financial market we can classify into money market and capital market. Money market and capital market. Now, what is this financial market? It's basically a market where financial instruments are traded. Where in financial instrument there will be a buyer and a seller for this financial instruments. Okay, it's very simple. What is financial? So it's a market. It's a market where what is the specialty of a market? Something will be traded. Something will be traded. What is traded in the financial market? It is financial instruments. There are a lot of financial instruments are there. Like one of the financial instrument is, we discuss government securities. Then there are you see even so many, even if you take so many like interest rate futures are there. So all those things I am not going into detail, that we will discuss under capital market. So there are a lot of technical related concepts like futures, derivatives, all things are there. So just here that these terms don't take it inside, we will discuss under capital market. Now just for your time being, since we are dealing with money market, we'll just have an idea about money market, just have an idea about capital market, and then we'll go in detail to money market. So financial market, so money market is also a financial market, capital market is also a financial market. Now what is the difference between money market and capital market? The basic difference is in relation to their maturity. In relation to their maturity means once trading happens, the tradable instrument have to be settled. The tradable instrument have to be settled. We'll take the case of a loan. Take the case of a loan. And if the loan is for a 6 month, that loan is for a 6 months or for a 9 month or for a 1 year. Now what do you mean by maturity? So I am just giving an example of 1 year loan or 364 days loan. It will, so what is maturity here? After 364 days, the person who borrowed this loan have to pay back that loan with interest. So this is maturity. So maturity period is the time it will get matured. And what do you mean by settlement? Settlement means the people who have borrowed the money have to pay back that money with interest. Since it is a loan, it will be having an interest also. So normally in money market, the tenure for that tradable instrument, financial instrument, is less than 1 year. So have an idea, it's very simple. Money market instrument will be having a tenure of 1 year or less. It will be less than 1 year. And for capital market, very simple, 1 year and above. It can be, so people who require short term funds, will go to money market, and people who require long term fund will go to capital market. Simple. Okay, so we are not going to capital market, we will see what are those short term instruments. All the short term instruments will be money market instruments. So basically we will start with the government money market. What all, see, government also borrows short term fund and long term fund, yes or no? For what? To utilize its expenditure. So for government expenditure, the government will collect revenue mainly through its taxation. Then once it feels that the taxable revenue is not sufficient, what it will do? It will borrow money either from money market or from capital market. So the money market instrument used by government is, one is TB, treasury bills. treasury bills. Treasury bills are money market instrument issued by the government, basically the central government, for its short term fund. Okay. Now under treasury bills, so have this an idea. Once I say that it's a money market instrument, see, they can ask you a question like this: which of the following is a money market instrument? So be and have an idea that money market instrument is having a maturity of less than 1 year. So treasury bill is a money market instrument, and there are 3 types of treasury bills are there. There are 3 types of treasury bills are there. With in relation to their maturity, it is 91 days, then double 182, then 364. Don't mug up, just have an idea. 91, then double. So 3 types of treasury bills are there. So treasury bills are government money market instrument. These are the way in which the government treasury bills are the instruments used by the government to raise short term funds. Now the current affair part, if you know it, and now try to understand the specialty of treasury bills. It says that under treasury bill the government will not give any interest. There is if you come across these statement, just have an idea. Treasury bills are given at a discount rate. Treasury bills, see, actually discount rate is nothing but actually it is the interest rate. Treasury bills are issued at a discount. Treasury bills are issued at a discount in the sense that if suppose the treasury bill value is 10,000, imagine what is mentioned in that bill. That is what is called as face value. What value is mentioned? That is what is called as face value. Face value of a financial instrument. The face value of if the treasury bill is 10,000, what it will be doing is the government may give this for 9,650. When the government issue the bill, even though the face value is 10,000, it will say that for 91 days treasury bill, you give me 9,650 only. After 91 days, I will give you 10,000. So that is actually what this is what is called as treasury bills are issued at a discount, because it is issued at a discount to its face value. But after maturity, the person who purchased the treasury bill will get the full amount, and that is his profit who deposited in the treasury bill. Okay, so just have an idea. It's not that much important, but when you read it, just this discount, there are so many things like zero coupon bond. So terms you will come across, zero coupon bond or no interest. Basically, actually what it is doing this discounting. It is happening. Discount in the sense that it will issue from the at a discount to its face value. It will issue. So what is mentioned in the face value, you need to give it during maturity. That's it. Now, I told you, because of this demonetization, a term which were not at all important in the last 10 years have become important for your coming prelims. What is that? See, that's the specialty of economy. A thing which is not at all important suddenly become, like MSS is also same way. MSS was mainly in news way back in 2004. Now, after 12 years, it has come back and it is becoming a very hot topic for you, MSS. Now, this thing, cash management bill. Now try to understand what is it. It is a money market instrument. Issued by the government. So it has all the features of, it's very simple. Cash management bill has all the features of treasury bill. But only one difference, it is having a lesser maturity. So lesser maturity means when treasury bill starts? From 91 days. So cash management will be having a maturity of less than 91 days. Very simple. So cash management bill, so it's a very short term. So treasury bill is a short term fundraising thing. So what in relation to cash management bill, it's lesser than that. So cash management bill it has all the features of a treasury bill. It has all the features of a treasury bill. It is a money market instrument. The only difference is the maturity of cash management bill will be less than 91 days. This is the key thing. This is what you call comparative study. Know one thing, relate it and understand that. Now write in that material, your material module 2A. The second para, there's a heading called cash management bill. Write it important over there for your prelims. Important for your prelims 2017. And again this, now what the government have done? Now why this cash management bill is in news? The government have as of now, as part of this absorbing the excess liquidity under market stabilization fund, the RBI have issued cash management bill. RBI have to absorb this. So what is the thing? If within 91 days, once the liquidity become normal, then the government will it will be injected back. So just have an idea. So again, just go back and read that material of MSS article. It is mentioned there. The government has issued this much under cash management bill, and rest of the thing, how the government will issuing or will be absorbing excess liquidity, just have an idea. Whether it is through special security or MSS bond. See, it is the mechanism used by the RBI is market stabilization mechanism or market stabilization scheme. But what instrument RBI have used now in the initial stage? It is through cash management bill. Just have an idea. So these are the two, treasury bill and cash management bill are the two major money market instrument of the government, especially the union government. Now it also have a capital market instrument. What is that? Dated government securities. This term dated means it will be having a particular validity. It will be a dated government security is normally will be having a tenure of more than 1 year. If it is having a tenure of more than 1 year, it automatically becomes a capital market instrument. And what is the major common? See, there are government securities which is having a tenure till 30 year also. Tenure of 30 year also. Okay. Now the most common dated government security or the benchmark government security is 10 year dated, 10 year government security. Reason being, the interest rate of 10 year government security have an influence over the other government securities and other interest rate regime. Just have an idea. So regarding this dated security, the government will issue it. When it requires. So when the government issue this dated 10-year dated government security, the interest rate of this 10-year dated security will be higher than the repo rate. The present higher than the repo rate. Now the speciality of this dated security is that they are tradable. Just have this idea in mind. The speciality of dated government security is that they are tradable, in the sense that there is a vibrant secondary market for dated government securities. So because of this vibrant secondary market only, the yield of government securities varies, which we discussed in the last class. Okay, just have an idea. So we don't have the same tradable corporate bond market, same liquid tradable government securities what we discussed. It's in the same case we don't have it for corporate sector, that is corporate bond. So we'll deal it again separately. Just have an idea. These two things are very important. Government securities, dated government securities are tradable. There are enough buyer for it. So enough buyer and seller for it. So just have that idea. Second thing is, this tradable government security is mainly used by banks for SLR activities. So this dated government security, I told you under SLR, the bank have to keep a certain portion as government securities. It is basically this dated government security only normally banks keeps. Okay. Now in relation to, so these are the three major things, just have an idea: treasury bill, cash management bill, and dated government security. Now other than this there are special securities which the government may issue, special securities. For example, take the case of oil companies. Oil companies normally give subsidy to the customer. Yes or no? Oil companies gives subsidy to the customer. Like for LPG you get subsidy. For kerosene you get subsidy. During earlier time, for diesel also we used to get subsidy. Now for diesel there is no subsidy. So this subsidy amount which the customer or the common man or poor people will get, it's a loss for the oil marketing company. So the government have to compensate the oil marketing company. So what, the government don't have cash. So what the government will do? The government will issue special security for the oil marketing company, what is called as oil bond. So now what the oil marketing company will do? They will take this oil bond and sell it in the capital market and get the fund. Now only during the maturity only the government will pay the oil bond money. So maybe after 10 years. So at least for 10 years the government will not have that much of headache. So government may issue for different purposes special securities also. But keep this in mind, special securities are normally not tradable. See, there will be a buyer for it, but unlike this dated government securities, special securities are not tradable. Since they are not tradable, it can't be used for SLR activities. Keep this in mind, it's very important. See, now there is similarly other bonds are there like Uday bond. When you study Uday under infrastructure, Uday also for the power distribution companies, the government issue bond. It's again you come across this term called SLR bond and non-SLR bond. You will come across this word SLR bond, and when you have read the material of Uday, have you come across this term SLR and non-SLR? What is SLR bond? The bond which, so bank can use that as SLR. What do you mean by non-SLR? Even though it is a bond, the bank can't use it as its SLR obligation. So what distinguishes a particular bond as SLR and non-SLR? It is its tradable status. It is its whether that bond can be traded or not. What do you mean by traded? Means there will be a ready buyer and seller for it. Okay, are you clear with this concept? So traded government securities only can be used as SLR securities. Non-tradable can't be used as SLR. Now those who are not there in the yesterday's class, they will not understand what is SLR. It will be discussed. We discussed in the yesterday's class. Just tell you, SLR is nothing but a reserve. A reserve the bank have to keep with itself in the form of mainly the bank keep in the form of government security, and it is a statutory obligation on the part of the bank. Okay, so these basic things you have in mind. Similarly, so these are the, when we talk about treasury bill, cash management bill, dated government security, we are talking in relation to central government. Similarly, state government also issues dated securities. Now try to understand, state government also issues dated securities. So the term we use, normally when you hear the word government security, it is basically union government security. For state government security or state government dated security, there is a different term, what is called as state development loans. When the state government, it's there in the material, when the state government raises fund through their own dated government security, the term used for that dated security is what is called as state development loan. Just have an idea. Okay. then just go and read the material. Just go and read that material. In that I had already mentioned this MSS also. And then again I am telling you, there will be lot of news in relation to MSS. Please update the MSS material as it comes in the news regularly. Okay. Now, so we are in the money market. We are in the money market. We have discussed. So dated government security is not at all a money market instrument. It is what? It is a capital market instrument. What is a money market instrument? It is treasury bill and cash management bill. It is treasury bill and cash management bill. And then there are other instruments like, which is commonly seen as what is called as commercial paper and certificate of deposit. Now it's again very easy for you to understand. Don't get confused. Both are what? They are money market instruments. So generally money market instrument will be having a tenure of less than 1 year. Now how can you distinguish? So it's almost of similar kind. It's commercial paper and certificate of deposit. So student may get confused. It's very easy to have an idea. See, I told you now, even though technically some definition will give you so many things, from the examination of point of view to answer a question, the basic concept is sufficient. Okay, now commercial paper and CD both are money market instrument. So basically the people who issue CP or CD, actually what they are doing, they are raising short-term fund. And they have, once that time get mature, they have to pay back. Now my question is, how will you be able to know that who issues commercial paper, who issues CD? See, as the term suggests, commercial paper are money market instrument issued by commercial enterprises. Simple. Corporates are commercial enterprises. So who issues? So I am linking it with the term itself. So you will not forget. Commercial paper issued by commercial enterprises, basically corporate. So corporate issues commercial paper to raise short-term fund, Then there are other people also may raise. For you, from examination point of view, this is sufficient to answer that question. And CD is issued by banks itself. Banks. And other financial institutions are there, but for your examination point of view, that knowledge is sufficient. CDs are issued by banks. Normally, since it's a money market instrument, it is a short-term fund. From whom it will issue? Generally, it may give to its high-profile customer. It will ask the customer to buy the CD, or then other people also, whoever it is. So these two concepts, what is a commercial paper, what is CD, has to be very clear. Just have an idea. See, in the material, they might be giving so many things. In some cases, there are where the commercial paper validity is for financial institution 3 year also. That's not important for you. Don't go to that area. Generally, you keep this in mind. Money market instrument, almost all the major money market instrument is having a tenure of 1 year, unless UPSC will not go to beyond that knowledge. This is sufficient for you to answer any question. So be very clear what do you mean by a money market instrument. Just see the tenure, maturity. So the major money market instrument from which issued by the government is TB and cash management bill. The other major money market instrument is commercial paper and CD, and this is sufficient for you. Rest you just go home and read it. Other thing as it comes in news, just try to answer it.